U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is set to announce a new U.S. military aid package to Ukraine worth more than $1 billion. As you see here, he arrived in Kyiv overnight to meet Ukrainian officials, including President Volodymyr Zelensky. Secretary Blinken's visit comes as Kyiv announced Russian shelling killed at least 17 people. This is in eastern Ukraine earlier today.
CBS News foreign correspondent Imtiaz Tyab joins us now from Kyiv. Imtiaz, thank you so much for taking the time. What can you tell us about this latest attack in eastern Ukraine?
Michael, Errol, good to be with you. Yeah, a frankly horrifying situation unfolding in eastern Ukraine, in the Donetsk region, in the city of Konstantinivka. This is a city which is in the Far East. It's close to areas which have seen pretty horrific violence. But although it's been targeted in before, never have we seen an attack like this. As you've been saying, 17 people killed, well over 30 people injured as they were going about their daily business. This was a market. This is where people went to do their daily shopping, to see friends, and it turned into a nightmare. Now, President Zelensky has put out a statement where he said, quote, "The Russian attack was the audacity of evil, the brazenness of wickedness, utter inhumanity. This Russian evil must be defeated as soon as possible." This again coming from President Volodymyr Zelensky as this horrific attack claimed 17 lives. Guys.
And in many ways, MTR, it kind of represents, I don't want to say stalemate, but the problem that Ukraine has. You've got the U.S. Secretary of State there pledging aid, but it has been a year and a half of war, of ongoing absolute horror. What are some of the concerns the U.S. might have or being discussed with the president right now?
Errol, you're absolutely right. A year and a half of unrelenting horror. But for the last 3 months, going on 4, Ukraine has been carrying out a counteroffensive. Now, this counteroffensive was really meant at the very beginning, at least, to be the moment that Ukraine was going to make some serious gains and really push Russia back. And frankly, what we've seen is a stalemate. We've seen fairly incremental gains, and yet the fighting, as we've been seeing, has been extremely intense, with high casualties on both sides. Now, we are hearing that there has been some movement in the south, in the Zaporizhia region. And we've also heard from Secretary Blinken, where he said that he believes that Ukraine has been making good progress. He went on to say that the U.S.'s support for Ukraine was, quote, unwavering. But there, of course, is concern here in Ukraine. They're no doubt paying very close attention to what's going on politically in the U.S. Concern that certain sections of the political universe, if you will, in the U.S. has been outspoken about not supporting Ukraine, not spending billions of dollars in Ukraine. But Mr. Blinken coming here with a promise of another $1 billion in aid to Ukraine as this fight carries on. Guys.
Now, another development in the war, Ukraine has a new defense minister. What do we know about him?
Yeah, he's a really interesting character, Michael. His name is Rustem Umerov. Rustem Umerov is from a minority group here in Ukraine. He's a Crimean Tatar minority. He has a Muslim background, and he's really sort of made a name for himself over the last 12 months or so, being in charge of a government portfolio, which was really in charge of looking at investment here in the Ukraine and really and tackling corruption. Now, that's really key because his predecessor was essentially ousted for his failure to deal with issues of corruption, ongoing issues of corruption within the Ministry of Defense. We have to remember, this is a ministry which is overseeing billions and billions of dollars worth of international support, not just from the U.S., but from indeed around the world. And President Zelensky is no doubt very aware of how the world is perceiving Ukraine and indeed how Ukraine uses those funds, and certainly wants to crack down. But again, this new defense minister is interesting, not least because of his background, but because of his relationship with other countries outside the West, most notably Saudi Arabia and Turkey, which are allies Ukraine desperately wants. Errol, Michael.
And something Zelensky can point to as he speaks to Blinken about changes he's made recently to kind of build this counteroffensive. Imtiaz Tyab with that comprehensive update from Kyiv. Thank you so much.